Okay, I'm going to show you how to hollow out your head now, and the idea behind this is so that you don't have any trapped air when you fire it in the kiln. If you left it solid, what would happen is the air would expand and your piece would break apart. So we're going to do this through the neck cavity. Now, quite a lot of you have got your donuts on already. Just double check that those are nicely blended into your neck, and if you want to put any detailings on, like Adam's apples or bits of sort of lines where your neck indents there, you can do. All you need to do for that is the same as you did for your pinch pots, is just literally just pull with your thumb and blend up into your head, so it creates a nice base for your head to rest on. Once you've got your blended neck, we go underneath. Now, what we'd usually use are larger tools than this, but people at home, you're going to be using these ones, and you just need to slowly just start pulling that clay out from underneath until you reach the cavity that that's within your head. So when you created your pinch pots, your heads were hollow, so that when we went through there, you wouldn't need to keep digging. You might find your tool bends a little. If you've got anything at home, like a small spoon, that would work better. You could use a small spoon. Now, you'll feel when you get through to the actual head, because it won't be as tough to pull out. So I'm just going to keep going. You don't want to make it too thin, because you will still want the piece to be quite strong. And if your clay is still very, very wet, then you need to let it harden a little bit. So you can see there, I'm just gradually pulling that clay away until I'm left with a larger gap between the neck and the head. So you don't actually need to do any digging with inside the head, because that's already done for you when you did your pinch pot. It's just a case of making this neck section a little less thick, and you're looking about probably 1 centimetre, just to keep that nice and sturdy for when you're standing your head up. Okay, I'm really there with this one now. And the rest of that clay will need to go in the bin, because it will have hardened, so you want to get rid of any of that clay. You won't be able to use it for making any extra detailings on the face. So we're about there now. Ideally I'd want to hollow that out slightly more, but that should be okay now when it goes into the kiln.